Hello, my hearties. A very, very good evening to you and a very warm welcome. It's just me, Scottie McCLUE, and we are, of course, live on the big one. We're live on TikTok and we're live on the YouTube channel. You will see the link in the TikTok bio. Welcome, welcome, I say. Do come and join us and tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 that Scottie McCLUE is live on TikTok just for you and on the YouTube channel. How lovely to have you all with us. And a very, very good evening to you. Tremendous stuff. This is what it's all about. 1 hour of superb, scintillating information, education, and entertainment for not just one nation, but for every nation of the world. How amazing is that? How do, Peter? Dinky-Doo, Scottie McCLUE. Now, I'm not sure about reading out your handle, so I'll just call you America. I think that's better. So America has joined us. That's his handle as far as I'm concerned. There we are. And I'm not too concerned. Hello, Dinky-Doo. Lovely to have you with us. Charlie, Dinky-Doo. All right, mate. Thanks. No bother, America. Fantastic. Good evening, Sir Scotty. Neil O'Gormley. How lovely to have you with us from Bournemouth. Have you got a beautiful summer's evening in Bournemouth right now? Dinky-Doo, I'd say. There we have it. Dinky-Doo, thank you, Charlie. I would say well done. That's what I would say. Dinky-Doo KP, hashtag stay fab. For you, Faye Loon. Well, we're kind of Faye Aberdeen Loon, fit like yourself, you chuffrawa. Thank you very much. Chloe has just sent me a red rose. As you know, Scottie McCLUE is absolutely free at the point of delivery, but we've got a wee goal there if you're interested. So there we are, fantastic stuff. In fact, what I'll do, I'll pin the goal and then you can see it. So there we are, there's a pinned goal. Is that not, oh, somebody else has just sent me another red rose. How good is that? Fantastic. That's me pinned. There we have it. Dinky-Doo, thank you to Charlie, who's our number one gifter. That's absolutely amazing. If you're watching on the TikTok, then please make sure you watch every single TikTok video and follow us. Go up to the top left and click follow. Hashtag stay fabulous. Fit like Frey the Broch. Are you in the Broch? Because I ken folk say the Peter Heed. Fantastic. That's fitted, Saboot. Now there we are. You're looking smart, Scotty. Oh, I've tidied myself up, F document, for you guys. Dinky-Doo, Scotty, you're going to open the lines. We will be opening the lines, Glenn. Now, tonight's show is all about a bit back in the day. Of course, I read your comment. So there we are. Dinky-Doo. Hello, Ryan. There we are. Make sure you tidy your act up, Ryan. Remember, you're on Scottie McCLUE's live here. So there we are. Greetings from Inverkip Chappie. Hello. So lovely to have you with us from Inverkip, or Innerkip, as it was known as at one point. Scotty, what do you mean back in the day? Well, we're talking childhood. We did a little video. You'll see it on the TikTok videos. And it's, do you remember the penny tray in the sweet shop in the 1960s? There's Yam saying, hello from Dunoon, for a boots in the Dean, or just outside the Dean, Ken out the road to Belhelvie in Newborough. So there we are. Princess Diana was taken out, says Rob. So there we are. What do you mean, Rob? We are unsure of what you're on about. Happy birthday, Emma from County Down. Yes, indeed. What's happening, Scotty? Love your streams so much. I'm slathered in meat paste. Are you working doing it at a pie factory? That's for it's a boot. What's your dog's name from the photo behind you? That's Lord Reith, the Labrador, very famous, called after Lord Reith, who started the BBC 101 years ago from Glasgow. He was from Glasgow. Good evening, Scotty from Northern Ireland. There we are, Dinky-Doo. Best Doric words, Burach and Stramash, Ferabut Astouche, Ferabut Stewar, Ferabut taken a cloot round and dicht in the place. I rang your show 35 years ago and mentioned a giraffe. It upset you. You've got some neck, I'll tell you. I'm back, Scotty. Excellent stuff. The Royals, says Gary. What about the Royals, Gary? Tell us more. We're not septic, you know. Now, who have we got here? Back in the day, do you remember a quarter of sweets? Like cough candy in a paper bag. I don't just remember a quarter of sweets, F document. I remember 2 ounces of sweets. And you could get 2 ounces of cough candy if your chest wasn't good. I don't, Derry, no, I don't know who you mean. I knew Duke Ellington. So there we are, a Dinky-Doo. Hello, Big Scotty. Hello, Gary. Dinky-Doo, I say to you. So there we are. I'm going to have to mute somebody here. That's not quite in the space, you know what I mean? Not in the space, I say to you. Right, that's that. Some of my messages won't send, but I said back, Rob, the Royals have Anna's blood on their hands. Well, Gary, there's certainly no evidence of any of that, so that's really something you've effectively made up. And I think, that's been looked at in every detail. Big shout out to Janice. So there we are, a Dinky-Doo. Can I have a shout out, says Eva. You can, Eva. So there we are. Charles' letter, not evidence. No, certainly not. It was just a sort of, what can I put? It was an idea. It looked a little bit paranoid, I would have said. So there you have it. But no, there's certainly no evidence. Scotty, I feel a bit left out. Talk some Yorkshire. Now, Glenn, I have been spoiling you this week, and I've sent you a poem in Yorkshire. There you are. Where have you gone to, Scotty? Says Dave Rodney. Dinky-Doo. Can I get a shout out for Leo? Yes, you can, Eva. No problem at all. Let's see your Glengarry. Well, I'll maybe swap the Glengarry later in the evening. How are we all getting on here? This is fantastic. Yes, you had the penny tray in the last 70s. Susan, I don't remember the penny tray in the 70s. I'm a Drummond, a fine clan. Yes, indeed. Now, Scotty, my name's Campbell, and no one believes it's Scottish. Spike will not get much more of a Scottish name than Campbell, I can tell you. Dinky-Doo from Liverpool, says Fremo. Hey, how are you, Fremo? We love the bones of you. Scotty, how long until the lines are open? Oh, we'll give it another couple of minutes, Glenn. Not in the space is quite a trendy phrase. We didn't say that back in the day. Well, let's look at trendy phrases. Because a lot of young people nowadays, they've got, how can I say, they've got a different language to just pure actual heavy English. There we are. I'm putting on my Scottish hat in Belize. Scotty, what's your thoughts on Port Glasgow? Gary, scroll through the TikTok and YouTube videos, put into YouTube Scotty McClue, Port Glasgow, and we'll get that all sorted. I tell you, I like the PlayStation. Do you like the PlayStation? Well, I've got Xbox 6. I put 6 eggs in the one box. By gum, lad. Hi, Glenn, that's champing it bit. So they were not in the space. You're not quite in the space. Scotty, what's your thoughts on the Ashes? Have we not lost them, Glenn? There we are. What's your thoughts on Drum Chapel? Well, we love Drum Chapel. I've gone and talked to the young people of the drum. I say to you, cash or cryptocurrency? Well, they always used to say cash is king. But cryptocurrency is apparently going up. It's being bought up by the big wigs. Are you keen on Wagner? Well, I am Wagner. I heard his Tannhauser the other day. Fantastic. Wonderful stuff. Now, you know, Mr. Man, I'm not going to comment on that. So there we are. Right, Finlay, we're going to have to mute you. Have to mute Finlay. What a shame. There we are. He's beginning to spam us, you see. Spamming us, and we can't be spammed, guys. So there we are. We'll put him in timeout just now. Fantastic. There we are. Have you ever been to Los Santos, Scotty? No, Gary. That's a little luxury I've denied myself up until now. Scotty, England are 1 down in the best of 5. So there we are. Well, F document. I would never comment on a single business, as you well know. Ham the spammers. Oh, quite right. They've gone. What you been up to today? Very, very, very busy day. There you are. That's what you have. Have you ever fallen overboard? Yes. I was catapulted overboard because I used to sail in dinghies, Enterprises 13 feet and GP 14s. And I can remember just being catapulted overboard as we capsized. So there we are. And that's what it's about. I say, guys, can I explain to you? We won't mention second names. We won't mention names of individuals. We don't have thoughts on individuals. We don't have thoughts on businesses. It's just not what one does. So asking, do you know this, and what are your thoughts on that? I'm obviously not going to give you an answer to that. Why would I, for goodness sake? So there we have it now. Favorite pastry item? McCLUE's pies, the finest pies ever. The vegetarian lattice slice in a rich chicken sauce. Have you ever been to Rosyth, Scotty? Yes, I have. I know Rosyth very, very well. There's a big house up the top called Castland Hill. Do you know that? That's where the Admiral stayed. There's Charlie, says, up the Royal Artillery. Good man, Charlie. You're a British Army man, and we salute you. Why you so posh, says Cam. Well, you see, I'm not. This is just the way I speak. Which part of Scotland are you from? I'm from the West Coast. Have you ever had an encounter? Gary, you know I'm not going to answer that stuff. So there you are. So you'll end up in time out. Silly thing to do. Professor Numptyhead, Scotty, has the show started yet? Well, it has now, Numptyhead, because you're here. That's his telephone voice, says Michelle. Up the Royal Artillery, says Bubbles. We salute the British Army, Bubbles. Well done. There we are. Up the Army. Thoughts on orange matches? Well, once you strike them, they go a little bit orange for a while, but they also go a little bit blue and green. Now, what have we got? Education's a beautiful thing. A strong mind's a wonderful thing. It's good if you have both. Kicking Saturday, you are 100% correct. Heavens above, Glenn will want the lines open. There we are. Thank you for sending me my gifts. I have 5 red roses. You won't see it on the YouTube channel, but you'll see it on the TikTok. Wonderful. Tonight, if you've just joined us, we're talking a little bit back in the day. There's Up.Fold says, up the Royal Artillery. The Gunners, we salute you. A lot of Royal Artillery, British Army fans on here tonight, and some of them from Ireland, I notice. Excellent. Oh, you have a YouTube? Of course I do. If you look at my TikTok bio, you'll get the link to the YouTube channel. Go on and subscribe. Magician has sent me some beautiful, beautiful gifts. Thank you, Magician. That is so kind of you, I say. Now, what's happening here with the... wait till we see what's going on here, guys. Oh, what is going on? Right, we seem to have a slight camera problem. Stick with me, and I'll see if I can fix it for you guys. If not, we might have to take evasive action. We might have to stand by to repel borders. Dinky-Doo, I say to you, now, who have we got here? Where did you buy your bonnets, Scotty? Oh, the Scottie McClue bonnets are bought in various places. One was bought from Hogs of Fife. Another was bought in Ilkley at the Gentleman's Outfitters in the main street in Ilkley in Yorkshire. Some people have bought bonnets for me if they think I need a new one. That sort of idea. I'm ready to call, says Glenn. Scotty, for goodness sake. Yes, we'll get you on, Glenn, as soon as we possibly can. Numpty Heat, I hope we're going to get a wee call from you tonight. So, what we're doing tonight, guys, we're talking back in the day. Now, not too far back in the day, but we're talking about childhood in the 1960s and 1970s. There might even be somebody watching that could tell us about the 1950s. Who knows? And we've already started it by talking about the penny tray. Does anyone remember going into their sweet shop and getting a penny from the penny tray? Does anyone remember buying comics? To what extent do you think we were better off pre-internet, pre-mobile phones, all these things? Scotty, thoughts on Nicola Sturgeon? Well, all is looking well, Andy. I mean, I'm not going to really comment because obviously there are processes going on at the moment, but all is looking very well. I heard that they've got, the SNP has new auditors, and it sounded to me like things were looking fine. So there we are. Say lol, Scotty. Oh. Lol. You have it. What about that, Celtic FP? There we go. Now then. Right. Excellent stuff. Now, who else have we got here? Let me join the live, says Gary. Gary, you've joined the live. You're very, very welcome, I say.